ਅਰਦਾਸ ਸੁਣੀ ਦਾਤਾਰ, ਸੁਣੀ ਦਾਤਾਰ, ਹੋਈ ਸਿਫਤ ਠਾਰ, ਹੋਈ ਸਿਫਤ ਠਾਰ, ਹੋਈ ਸਿਫਤ ਠਾਰ, ਹੋਈ ਸਿਫਤ ਠਾਰ। ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰ, ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰ, ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰ, ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰ। ਸਭੇ ਦੀ ਸੰਭਾਲ, ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰ, ਸਭੇ ਦੀ ਸੰਭਾਲ, ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰ, ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰ, ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰ, ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰ, ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰ। लेवो कंठ लगाए, कंठ लगाए, लेवो कंठ लगाए, कंठ लगाए। अपदा सब हर, अपदा सब हर, अपदा सब हर, अपदा सब हर। अपनी मेहर कर, अपनी मेहर कर, अपनी मेहर कर, अपनी मेहर कर। सबे दी संभाल, अपनी मेहर कर, सबे दी संभाल, अपनी मेहर कर, अपनी मेहर कर, अपनी मेहर कर, अपनी मेहर कर, अपनी मेहर कर। नानक नाम ते आए, नाम ते आए, नानक नाम, नानक नाम ते आए, नानक नाम, नानक नाम, नानक नाम ते आए, नानक नाम ते आए, नानक नाम ते आए, नाम ते आए। प्रभ का सफल कर, प्रभ का सफल कर, प्रभ का सफल कर, प्रभ का सफल कर। अपनी मेहर कर, अपनी मेहर कर, अपनी मेहर कर, अपनी मेहर कर। सबे की कर, अपनी मेहर 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 कर।
जय गुरु जी की। अब हम मंत्र जाप करेंगे। ओम नमः शिवाय। शिव जी सदा सहाय। नमः शिवाय। गुरुजी सदा सहाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। शिव जी सदा सहाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। गुरुजी सदा सहाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। शिव जी सदा सहाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। गुरुजी सदा सहाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। शिव जी सदा सहाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। गुरुजी सदा सहाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। शिव जी सदा सहाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। गुरुजी सदा सहाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। शिव जी सदा सहाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। गुरुजी सदा जय गुरु जी की।
Jai Guruji. Aarti is about to begin. Would request seniors to come forward and everyone else to form 4 queues behind them. Aarti would be played only once, so would request all of you, at least 4 of you, to do Aarti together in one go. Thank you, Jai Guruji. जय गुरु जी। आप सब लोग अपनी अपनी जगह बैठ जाइए प्लीज। अभी लंगर प्रसाद शुरू होगा, सो प्लीज डू नॉट स्टेप ऑन द ब्लू शीट्स एंड रेड शीट्स, दैट इज फॉर द लंगर प्लेट टू बी kept on. If you are not able to consume langar prasad, please ask any of the sevadas and they will help to pack the langar thali and you can take it along. But please do not waste it. Do not leave your jal prasad bottles unattended. Please carry it with your own selves. And now onwards, temple would be open every Thursday and Sunday. Thursday 6 p.m. onwards and on Sundays 4 p.m. onwards. So please schedule or plan your visit to temple accordingly. कोई संगत अपना सत्संग शेयर करना चाहते हैं, प्लीज आइए। आइए आंटी जी।
जय गुरु जी। अनंतम अनंतम शुक्राना इस सत्संग के लिए। थैंक यू सो मच for calling us all over here. Jai Guruji, all divine souls. रहम नजर करो अब मेरे गुरुजी, तुम बिन नहीं मुझे माँ बाप भाई। रहम नजर करो, रहम नजर करो अब मोरे साईं, तुम बिन नहीं मुझे माँ बाप भाई। रहम नजर करो। मैं अंधा हूँ बंदा तुम्हारा, मैं अंधा हूँ बंदा तुम्हारा। मैं ना जानू, मैं ना जानू, मैं ना जानू अल्लाह इलाही। रहम नजर करो अब मोरे गुरुजी, तुम बिन नहीं मुझे माँ बाप भाई। रहम करो साईं। खाली ज़माना मैंने गवाया, खाली ज़माना मैंने गवाया। साथी आखिर का, साथी आखिर का, साथी आखिर का किया न कोई। रहम करो गुरुजी। आपके मंदिर का तुच्छ सेवक हूँ, आपके मंदिर का तुच्छ सेवक हूँ। मालिक हमारे, मालिक हमारे, मालिक हमारे तुम साथ रहना। रहम करो गुरुजी अब मोरे साईं, तुम बिन नहीं मुझे माँ बाप भाई। रहम करो गुरुजी। Just a sum up of whatever I have got from here. It's everything. I'm sorry if I get emotional. A person with a terrific attention deficit disorder can sit through these 2 hours is something amazing. I don't know how he does it. Thoughts do wander here and there when we are trying to meditate upon the Shabads. Shabads are something so amazing. I just couldn't believe it when I started coming to the temple and when I started getting associated with Guruji. We actually take medications from the doctors blindly with the faith that it's going to cure us. But these Shabads are actually total food, medication, everything for the soul that we are having inside us. And I guess when we come here for those 2 hours, we all should not just mingle with anybody, don't look at the cell phones, just don't do anything, just give your undivided attention over here and you're going to carry a lot with you, I can tell you that. It's true and it has happened with me. To sum it up, my diabetes count has come to normal so many times. The chai prasad, the kada prasad, you name it, all the sweets, everything keeps coming on to my plate and that has really cured me. The mantra jap is amazing. I don't know how I drove my car once from the temple out in the wrong direction. I don't know how I drove on the 17th of Jan in that storm. No idea how it has happened. It's just sheer miracle of Guruji. I have experienced it, and that's why I have to let you all know again to sum it up. A portrait of his was sketched by my husband, who's actually not a follower of Guruji at all. But because he thinks it's food for the soul, and that's why he comes here, because God is one, ultimately. Wherever you sit down, you have to give your undivided attention, and that's why he comes along with me. And you'll be surprised that Guruji made him sketch. He never used to sketch, but he made a portrait of him, and we put it, I had to just respect it because it had really come out well for the first time that he did it. I put it in a frame and just placed it in front of my entrance door. And the burglars were driven away, I guess, just by that portrait being there. They made an attempt at 11:30, broad daylight in the morning. And my husband and my son, they were there in the living room and the family room itself. They just yelled at those people and they ran away from there. So many things I can just sum up with. My pear tree, a cute little one. I still remember when it was, I was so new to getting connected with him. My husband said, okay, so everybody, you keep listening to so many satsangs. What if I tell you, you stand over here and tell me what satsang can you tell me? What has happened to you? This is all much before all these things that I've told you. I said, oh my God, what do I tell him? So I just said, okay, give me some time and let's see what happens. So I just stood there and I looked at my pear tree, which never gave us pear fruits. Never, ever. So I just looked up and said, Guruji, please let me do a satsang with my husband. At least give me some pears this year. This was way back in 2020. And you will not believe that year I had, the whole tree was full of pears. And then I could do the satsang with him. And again, the next year, I forgot to tell this in the temple, I had shared this satsang. The next year, I didn't get any pears again. No pears at all again. So, this is amazing that Guruji just listens to every little thing of what you say. So again, this year I thought, oh, I have to pray again. Please be with all my plants, Guruji. And this year again, I have the pears. So Jai Guruji, that's all I have to sum up with.
जय गुरु जी। और कोई संगत अपना सत्संग शेयर करना चाहते हैं, प्लीज आइए। आइए अंकल जी।
जय गुरु जी, जय संगत जी। जो गुरु जी करवाते हैं कहना तो वही होता है। लास्ट में आया पिछले हफ्ते जब, तो पहला ही सत्संग था मेरा, थोड़ा जैसे रिलेक्टेंट होता हूँ। मैं तो एक ही चीज़ हमेशा कहता हूँ जी, गुरु जी पे विश्वास। हमारी मुलाकात भी गुरु जी से एक विश्वास, एक मैग्नेट उनके पास था, उसी बहाने हुई थी। हम नेबर थे जलंधर में, 301 डिफेंस कॉलोनी में हम रहते थे, 300 में गुरुजी। तो हमें उस समय किसी को भी नहीं पता था क्या है। हम एक महापुरुष और साधु संत की तरह जानते थे। कोई मन में भाव नहीं है, बगल में साधु संत आए, जब मर्जी चले जाना, जब मर्जी आ जाना। समय बीतता गया, डुगरी धाम में गया। वो सिर्फ फर्स्ट संडे को ही खुलता है मंदिर, संडे टाइम नहीं मिला। ट्यूसडे में वहाँ पे गया, मेरे को सब कहने लगे मंदिर तो बंद होगा। मैंने कहा देखो, मेरे को मंदिर में जब बाहर से ही माथा टेक के आ जाऊंगा, मैंने माथा टेकना है और मेरे को प्रसाद वहाँ पे लेना है जरूर। कहते प्रसाद कैसे मिलेगा? मैं घर है, कोई रोटी का टुकड़ा कुछ ना कुछ वो मिल जाएगा, मेरे को किसी ना किसी तरह से प्रसाद मिल जाएगा। मन में यही भाव था। एक मंदिर पहुंचा, मंदिर तो बंद था। गेट पे गया, झांका, लेबर अंदर काम कर रही थी। मैंने कहा भाई आ सकते? कहते नहीं, आज तो नहीं आ सकते, संडे को ही खुलता है। तो मैंने कहा कोई चांस? कहते नहीं। अच्छा, मैंने कहा फिर ऐसा करो, घर तो है, गुरुजी के बापूजी वगैरह होंगे, कोई एक छोटी सी रोटी का टुकड़ा या कोई सब्जी दाल वगैरह जो भी पड़ा, प्रसाद जरूर चाहिए मेरे को। कहते आज घर में भी कोई नहीं है। तो मैंने कहा फिर प्रसाद का क्या करें? कहते हो ही नहीं सकता कुछ। मैं आके गाड़ी में बैठा, इन द मीन टाइम वही बंदा भागता हुआ आया, 2 जल प्रसाद की बोतल और थोड़ी सी जलेबी लेके आ गया। अंदर से पता नहीं किस तरह से वो प्रसाद मेरे को मिल गया। वापिस आ गया, वहाँ पे सत्संग होता है, नेक्स्ट अमृत वेला होना था। एक जल प्रसाद मैंने वहाँ दे दिया कि गुरु जी के धाम से प्रसाद आया। उन्होंने चाय प्रसाद में मिला दिया और जो जलेबी प्रसाद था थोड़ा वो हलवे में मिला के सबको दे दिया। रात होती है, ध्यान तो वही रहता है क्या था। तो कहने लगे तो मैं बोला भी था। तो जनरली कुछ ना कुछ मुंह से निकल जाता है। मैंने कहा देखो, मैं इसी भाव से गया था, मेरे को आज प्रसाद चाहिए और मैंने बासली माथा टेकना था, जब पता ही ये बंद होता है। लेकिन वो मैंने कहा ये जर्नी कुछ ऐसी है, जब पूरी गुरुजी ने करवानी है तभी होती है। तो जगजीत सिंह की गजल मेरे मुंह से निकली, प्यार का पहला खत लिखने में वक्त तो लगता है। जिस्म की बात नहीं थी, उनके दिल तक जाना था, लंबी दूरी तय करने में वक्त तो लगता है, कि टाइम तो लगेगा ही। लेकिन गुरुजी टाइम नहीं लगने देते हैं कभी। रात को सोया, वही स्वप्न में कहते आते हैं गुरुजी। आए, कुछ नहीं, एक तरह से मेरा हाथ पकड़ के, ये वाइट ही चोला था उस दिन भी, डुगरी धाम के गेट से लेके ऊपर सीढ़ी, पहले नीचे दिखाया हॉल, फिर ऊपर सीढ़ियाँ, फिर पूरा मंदिर के दर्शन करवाए और नीचे। वो मैं आज तक नहीं भूलता, मैंने मंदिर नहीं देखा था कभी भी, लेकिन जब मैं पहली बार गया वही चीज़ थी। और पहली बार जब मैं मंदिर गया था, उस समय जब मैं सीढ़ियाँ चढ़ रहा था, तो भजन लगा हुआ था गुरबानी का, सतगुरु आयो शरण तिहारी। उसी दिन से ये जो है शब्द, सतगुरु आयो शरण तिहारी, हरजिंदर सिंह जी हैं चंद्रनगर वाले, उनका मैं इतना सुनता हूँ, और जितनी हाई वॉल्यूम पे सुनूं उतना ही एक नशा आ जाता है। और उस समय हर समय ये लगता है कि गुरु जी साथ चल रहे हैं। तो मैं यही कहूँगा जी, गुरु जी पे विश्वास रखो। और जितनी यंग जनरेशन जुड़ रही है गुरु जी को साथ, मेरे उन्हें देख के मेरे को और मजा आता है, क्योंकि उनमें के मन में इफ बट से चॉइस नहीं है। उन्होंने इन्हें एक भगवान माना है। हम लोग के समय में क्या था, साधु हैं, संत हैं, महापुरुष हैं, क्या है ना। इन्होंने इतने साल 90 की बात है जी जब हम इकट्ठे रहते थे, लेकिन नहीं। लेकिन आज एक विजन क्लियर है यंग जनरेशन की, और उसी विश्वास के साथ आते हैं विश्वास हमेशा बनाए रखो। आज एक वो शब्द चल रहा था जिसमें एक ही चीज उन्होंने कहा कि देखो मैं हर किसी में हूं, मैं योगी की तरह हूं और भोगी में भोगी की तरह हूं। जिस ढंग से भी आपने मेरे को लेना ले लीजिए। तो फिर मैं यही कहूंगा, विश्वास रखिए, गुरु जी सबका कल्याण करते हैं और जिस तरह का कल्याण आप चाहो, मन शुद्ध हो तो कल्याण करते हैं, कहने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है, ना ही किसी को पड़ेगी, बट एक विश्वास रखो। फिर भरोसा कर, भरोसे दे नाल गल बनती है, किसी दी अज बनती है, किसी दी कल बनती है। जय गुरु जी।
और कोई संगत अपना सत्संग शेयर करना चाहते हैं? आइए अंकल।
Jai Guruji. I would say my journey with Guruji is a very beautiful one. I got connected with Guruji in year around 2012. I was living with my parents in New Delhi, and I was given the opportunity to visit Bade Mandir along with my family. And that time it was like I've always been with my parents along, so I've always used to go to temple on Monday mornings, going to for shivling, for going for everything with my father since my childhood. And that time I also used to move to Gurdwara, so I always need to bow down, and always on my name it was just Vaheguru, Vaheguru. So when I entered Mandir, when I bowed down, the first word came Vaheguru. So that time I was a little confused that, reason being that every time, there's a word on your mouth when you bow down. So Vaheguru, Vaheguru used to come in all along, all the way. Now, it might have changed, I know that, but still, there was first satsang that happened at my home. My mother and her friends who were following Guruji along. So we had our first satsang at our house. And I was just in front of Guruji, I was listening to Shabad and I was just asking him that I have known that people are saying that you're God. And I am a very firm believer. I believe things very fast. I just saw him. I was just watching out on the Swaroop, talking to him in my inner conscious and just going down. And mindfully, people say that you have seen the divine light. I have. At that moment of time, it was Guruji's Swaroop, and on the whole forehead, Bhai Guruji came up. And when I bowed down, then he gave me the answer, God is one. You are bowing down, and now say Vaheguru or say Guruji, it's all one. From that time, there was no looking at behind. There are, I would say, each and every day is a satsang. My beautiful wife is just sitting ahead. My marriage was shown in dream with her. So that's also a beautiful thing that happened. Her mother was, she's a very big devotee to Guruji, and she just gets connected too fast. She had a dream that we were all sitting along and she was doing seva with Guruji, and then he just gave something like in Hindi we say ishara. So he did an ishara over there to call somebody up. She was sitting, her brother was sitting, everybody was sitting in that dream, and she called me up, and Guruji just pat on my back and whispered something in her ear that yes, he's the one. So we know each other from, I would say, when I was 13, but we never ever thought this is going to happen. And we were not knowing each other after when I was 13 and she was 12, we used to play together. And after that, 5-7 years, we never saw each other. And suddenly, on a satsang, we met for Guruji's, and then we also didn't see each other. But that dream came up to reality. My mother also had the same presence of Guruji. It was my brother's 18th birthday, and we had a very big satsang at Delhi. So it was also a Guruji's satsang that my brother got admitted in Ivy University. He was a very avid student. So it was just my father was praying to Guruji saying that if he got admitted and we don't have to pay any money for getting him admission as it works back home in India, So we are going to go for a big satsang. That's Guruji's grace. That's going to happen, and that happened too. And it was a very beautiful satsang. And that day, my mother was sitting in front of Guruji, and she was saying like, today the darbar is just like it's a wedding thing going to happen today, or somebody's engagement is over there. So that thing happened at that moment of time. And my mother-in-law was also sitting behind, and she was getting that significances and those dreams of getting us both arranged in the marriage form. So she was also getting those same thoughts. So she just prayed to Guruji that Guruji made the two child do your aarti together, if by chance. And I would say that the significances and the things that you're giving to both of us is a reality. Let's try and figure it out. But as you know that when people come and bow down and like we were the first family, so I did my aarti and we just went. So all hopes were gone. Because I came up with my parents and the aarti was done. And I just went back. Then like here we are going with the 4Q people, so everybody was coming in. But at the end, when we generally take the aarti at the end, that the family takes. I've always been. I've been the Sevadar for Bade Mandir for a long time. I've just landed in Canada in last September. It's going to be a year right away. So I took that aarti and I was doing it. By chance, at the end, she got a moment to do the aarti at the end. I don't know she did it with me, but everybody saw that she did it with me. And without an unconscious thing, a gossip went all over everywhere that are these two people related to each other, that they were doing aarti together? Are they a couple or something? That also happened and I didn't know that. Her question was answered with a big tick. Her dreams were done with a big tick. And then we proceeded further, and that's how it rolled up. And I got married in an age of 24. That too, Guruji did it. So it's been going to be 6 years now. So that's the moment apart. I would just say I have many satsang. Guruji blessed my father with a life. When I came to Canada, I was doing very well back home. Everything happened, COVID came up. Guruji showed me the word Canada, that you have to go to this country. People were like, are you going nuts? Why you want to leave your home, your business, everything, and you're going back and doing all about follow-up? But I don't know what his plan is. Maybe I would be coming up with my new satsang when my journey with him that he's taking care of. Will do it. In a short, I just want to sum up with one small satsang, because last time, the very first time I came over here for Toror Mandir, so that day I was too stressed up, because at my age of 29, I decided to, when I wanted to come to Canada, I decided to do my construction project management course. So I decided to take up that course, and I had to go for a co-op. And I was finding with the companies, getting my resumes and everything. So that day was very difficult for me, and I thought I will go to Mandir and everything will be perfect, because I know Guruji has planned everything for me. He is going to take care of it. So there's a moment of time that everybody of us has to think. When you are trying too hard, just stop. Because the moment you stop, then Guruji's come up. So that's what happened. I was just over here coming to Mandir, and I just got a congratulations message from one of a random guy. He said, you have been selected with the ABC company that I was looking forward to. It's one of the, and I was like, who told you? I didn't have an interview with them, nothing has gonna happen. Who told you? He told that one of the professors in the university has just announced that Madhur Gulati has been selected with that company. I came in, I was saying, Guruji, you know what has to be done, and if this announcement has been taken care of, and if I'm not gonna be selected, it would be a very disgrace for me. For the very next day. I just came here on a Sunday, I just bowed down. On a Monday morning, I had to go for the interview, and within 10 minutes, the lady selected me for the company, and without any technical rounds where people has to go through twice or thrice, she just told me, yeah, you're done, and I'm telling you, just don't tell anybody, I will be just sending you offer letter as soon as possible. So Jai Guruji, that was a beautiful thing, and I told Guruji that the very next time I'll do share my satsang if this thing is gonna hear, so I'm here on the stage itself. So I would just say at the end, just do your good morning with Guruji, good afternoon with Guruji, good evening with Guruji, and good night with Guruji. If he's there, your life is perfect. Thank you. Shukrana, Guruji.
जय गुरु जी। और कोई संगत अपना सत्संग शेयर करना चाहते हैं? Anyone?
I can do it.
Jai Guruji. So please be cognizant of the Jal Prasad water bottles. Do not leave them unattended. Langar Prasad has started.
Uncle, I want to do a satsang.
Yeah, hi uncle.
जय गुरु जी एवरीवन। सो जो अंकल मेरे साथ में बैठे थे वो अभी बैठे, उन्होंने सत्संग करने आना था, तो मुझे कहते ही वाज वेटिंग टू से द सत्संग, सो ही वेटेड फॉर अ व्हाइल। वो कहते हैं दूसरे वाले ने बड़ा लंबा सत्संग कर लिया, मेरा वाला भी बड़ा लंबा है, तो मैं नेक्स्ट टाइम करूँगा आके। सो व्हेन ही सैट डाउन आई थिंक his energy passed to me, so I had no intention to do any satsang. So as soon as when he sat down, so I thought, you know what, if uncle can't say it, no worries. I think his energy right next to me is going to be passed on, and I'm going to share my experience. Like I've always said, my nani and my mommy were the reasons that I went to the first satsang for the first time. In their house, there's this very beautiful line that sums up what Guruji says. It says that Sukh vele paat, Dukh vele ardas, and Har vele simran, Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. These three deep words especially mean a lot to me in my life. Just think about it, guys. We're all sitting right here, right? It's just a blessing in itself. We guys are all from Delhi, where some people must be from a different place in India. We must have all had our own experiences, Guruji. Who had thought so far away that we'd be sitting here having Langar Prasad? This is just a blessing in itself. One uncle just now said a satsang that Guruji sent us to Canada. If you all think about it, if you're a true satsang for Guruji, he gives you what you really want. Me and my brother had not even dreamt of coming to Canada. We'd come to Canada for a vacation to attend a wedding in Mexico back in 2016. That time, me and my mother and my brother said, I wish we come to Canada to study and then settle here, right? So that was just a thought, and now this is a reality. I've been here for the last 5 years. When I came to Canada for the first time, so everyone shares their health reasons. So I'm going to share something that Guruji gave me as a blessing recently. So the first car that I sat in for a test drive was a Tesla back in the day when I'd come to Canada. Recently, Guruji blessed me with the same car that I'd sat inside. When I think about it, I was an international student standing right where the bus stop used to be, thinking I wish this bus ride converts into a car ride. And it was just a thought, and now it's a reality. So it's not about the monetary aspect, it's just about realizing the fact that he's still here and he's blessing everyone. So thank you everything, Guruji. And another small satsang. So when we were moving to our house, I told my brother, let's go to the satsang. My mother was also here. And my brother did not want to go. He fought with me. He's like, maine nahi jana, maine nahi jana. So for the last 2-3 times, I don't know what, my brother, so I was at work, I had no plans coming to satsang. My brother texts me, brother, Aaj, you know what, let's go to the satsang. So he's sitting right there having his prasad, hiding in his yellow hoodie. But deep inside, he recently sent me a message, you know what, I don't know why I've been so connected to Guruji suddenly. And just think about it, guys, it's such a huge blessing for us just being here. And Guruji's just given us so much. And it's in abundance. Just look at him, and it's a blessing in itself. So another small satsang. So my father used to believe in another guru, right? Even me, I used to believe in him. So when back in 2014, when I was connected to Guruji, my father did not like it. Me and my father have had fights. He's thrown stuff at me. He's broken stuff in the house. For the fact that, because you can look at me, I'm a huge foodie, right? So the first time when I went to the Guruji satsang, I was lured through the chai prasad and samosa prasad, right? Another satsang last time when I went through, the prasad that I got was the samosa prasad. So coming back to my father's satsang, me and him had a really big fight, but I used to hide around. I don't know, I had the connection with him, right? cut to 6-8 years down the line, every morning when my dad calls me, he says, Jai Guruji uncle, and he sends me a Guruji's message on WhatsApp. It's a longer satsang how he got connected, but the fact being that my father, who I used to fight with, is the same individual who sends me Jai Guruji uncle in the morning. So Jai Guruji everyone, and thank you for everything, Guruji, for blessing everyone. Thank you so much.
Jai Guruji. Angat uncle. Angat uncle, can you come towards the DJ area, please?
सतनाम 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 जी वाहिगुरु 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 जी सतनाम 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 जी वाहिगुरु 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 जी सतनाम 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 जी वाहिगुरु 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 जी बेबस नो तू बरकत बख्शी दुखिए ताई दिलासा सिरजनहारा हर बंदे दी रूह विच तेरा वासा ओ बेबस नो तू बरकत बख्शी दुखिए ताई दिलासा सिरजनहारा हर बंदे दी रूह विच तेरा वासा सच्चे पातशाह तू वाली दो जहान दा तू ही आसरा है धर्म ईमान दा मेरी तेरे उत्ते टेक मेरे मालका इको टकिया सहारा तेरे नाम दा इको टकिया सहारा तेरे नाम दा रब्बा रब्बा मी वरसा सब दी चुपड़े दाने पा सब कुछ करे करा गया तू रब सारी दुनिया दा रब्बा रब्बा मी वरसा सब दी चुपड़े दाने पा सब कुछ करे करा गया तू रब सारी दुनिया दा तू रब सारी दुनिया दा गुरु जी पालनहार अंग संग रहंदे ने मेरे गुरु जी पालनहार अंग संग रहंदे ने मेरे गुरु जी पालनहार अंग संग रहंदे ने मेरे गुरु जी पालनहार अंग संग रहंदे ने जग सजदा ए दरबार अंग संग रहंदे ने मेरे गुरु जी पालनहार अंग संग रहंदे ने मेरे गुरु जी पालनहार अंग संग रहंदे ने महिमा अपर अपार ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ महिमा अपर अपार ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਣ ਕਣ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਸਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਕਣ ਕਣ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਸਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਖੁਸ਼ੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਭਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਝੋਲੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਭਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਝੋਲੀ ਸਭ ਤੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਸਭ ਤੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਨੇ ਸਦਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਪਰ ਉਪਕਾਰ ਅੰਗ ਸੰਗ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਪਾਲਣਹਾਰ ਅੰਗ ਸੰਗ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਜਦ ਸਜਦਾ ਏ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਅੰਗ ਸੰਗ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਦੁਖੀਆ ਦਰ ਤੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਦੁਖੀਆ ਦਰ ਤੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਸੀਸ ਝੁਕਾਉਂਦਾ ਏ ਆਪਣਾ ਸੀਸ ਝੁਕਾਉਂਦਾ ਏ ਐਸੀ ਲੀਲਾ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਐਸੀ ਲੀਲਾ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਮੰਗੀਆਂ ਮੁਰਾਦਾਂ ਪਾਉਂਦਾ ਏ ਮੰਗੀਆਂ ਮੁਰਾਦਾਂ ਪਾਉਂਦਾ ਏ ਦਿਲ ਤੱਕ ਦੇ ਹਿਰਦੇ ਠਾਰ ਪਾਪੀ ਤਾਰੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਡੁੱਬਦੇ ਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਪਾਰ ਅੰਗ ਸੰਗ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਜਦ ਸਜਦਾ ਏ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਅੰਗ ਸੰਗ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਪਾਲਣਹਾਰ 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 ਅੰਗ ਸੰਗ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਜਦ ਸਜਦਾ ਏ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਅੰਗ ਸੰਗ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ
ਕੀ ਵਡਿਆਈਆਂ ਤੇਰੀਆਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਜੀਓ ਕੀ ਵਡਿਆਈਆਂ ਤੇਰੀਆਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਜੀਓ ਪੀਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਮਹਾਪੀਰ ਤੂੰ ਹੈ ਫਕਰ ਅਵਲ ਫਕੀਰ ਤੂੰ ਹੈ ਹਾਸਾ ਵੀ ਤੂੰ मीर तू है रूह दा असल शरीर तू है सब भैणां दा वीर तू है शुरू भी तू अखीर तू है वाह गुरु वाह 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 वाह गुरु रुख भी तेरे पत्ते तेरे महले सारे छत्ते तेरे रुख भी तेरे पत्ते तेरे महले सारे छत्ते तेरे फिक्के तेरे रत्ते तेरे रंग सारे कत्ते तेरे तू कण कण विच कण कण तेरा सत ही सुर ने सत्ते